Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we're talking about what happens when we have Jupiter placed in the sign of Sagittarius in your birth chart. So, before we get into the analysis of the planets and the placements and all that good stuff, I just like to let you guys know that I am a Vedic astrologer. So I do Vedic astrology readings. You can go down to the link down below in the description to check out my Vedic astrology readings and all that good stuff. And you can check out my links here at linktree/Gebo the Shaman to check out all my services, courses, products, astrology readings, birth time rectification, everything, anything and everything that I have to possibly offer. So, anyway. So let's talk about Jupiter in Sagittarius. So, with this placement, we're not talking about the house placement. We're not talking about the other planetary aspects. Those are all things to consider, and those would be done in an astrology reading for a better analysis. But for this placement, for this video, we're just talking about what happens when Jupiter is placed in Sagittarius. So, Jupiter in Sagittarius. Well, what is Jupiter? Jupiter is the planet of knowledge, of wisdom, and of teaching, and he is the most beneficial planet out there. He is just, he wants to spoil you. He's, working to help you, to give you, the best in life. And so, so Jupiter is in his own sign here. He is in a very good placement in Sagittarius. So that's a good thing. And then, so Jupiter is like the planet of that it's a very beneficial planet. So, then we have Sagittarius, which is basically, Sagittarius is the sign of religion, education, so higher learning, spirituality, philosophy, and so religious. So religion, spirituality, philosophy, higher learning, and teaching. So Sagittarius is also about teaching. Now we have the planet of knowledge and wisdom and stuff like that in the sign of, religious. So it would be like religious knowledge, being very familiar with the scriptures, being very learned and astute when it comes to religion. It also has to do with spirituality, so being very knowledgeable and very wise when it comes to spirituality. And those things are two different things. We have religion is more of a structured kind of thing. Spirituality is more what we experience individually, how we connect with the divine individually, and not like in a systematic way, like religion. So, spirituality, so you could, so this has to do with spiritual knowledge and spiritual wisdom. It also has to do with philosophy, so developing and learning about your own specific philosophy that helps you in life, as well as higher education. So this has to do with higher education. So being very knowledgeable and very wise about, what you want to do in terms of education. So, there's Jupiter in Sagittarius is such a great placement for Jupiter. And he does very well here. He really blesses you here, and he really provides you with a lot of positive, beneficial things. So one of the things that sorry, we're going to have a trash truck here come by soon, but I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. But anyway, so one of the things that Jupiter does here is he makes you a teacher. So Jupiter is also called Guru in Sanskrit. He is so in Sagittarius. He would like you would have passion and drive and an ability to learn a lot of deep stuff in terms of religion and higher education and spirituality and philosophy. So there's a lot of positive things there. So so you know it's one thing to like learn it and know it for yourself, but it's another thing to teach it. Um, if you had Jupiter placed in Sagittarius in your 10th house, then you would be a teacher. But regardless, I mean, you would like with this placement, you would like learn a lot about spirituality and things like that. But also, you would just like there you would want to teach that, so you'd want to teach everything that you know. And I find that teaching stuff, being a Vedic astrology teacher, that has made me learn stuff in a new way. I thought I knew stuff before, but when you're actually teaching it, you're actually relearning it. So it's a different experience when you're teaching it. So Jupiter here turns you into like a teacher. So whether that's, if you had this in the 10th house, you could be a college professor, you could be a spiritual teacher, you could be, something like that, like a religious teacher if you're into that. But yeah, I mean, even with philosophy and things like that. So once again, like you would need to examine and analyze the house placement here and any planetary aspects or anything, anything else. Like I would even go into examining Jupiter's nakshatra and things like that. You can be very, very specific and detailed to analyze what exactly is going on in this position. But that's just a general overview for you guys. So there you go. All right. So if you'd like a Vedic astrology reading from me, then you can go to vincent.thunderwizard.com. If you'd like if you want to learn astrology from me, if you want to participate in my Vedic astrology certification course and become a certified Vedic astrologer, I will even set up your own page so you can get clients, and you'll send me a small commission. Throw me a few bucks for setting up the website and stuff like that. But yeah, that's a great way to earn money as an astrologer and things like that. So we have Vedic astrology readings, we have the Vedic astrology certification course, we have I also do birth time rectification. So birth time rectification, that basically is like, if you don't know your birth time, then this is a very helpful way to learn what your birth time is. Basically, I ask you some questions about some event dates in your life, and we work together to find what your I work to find what your birth time is. So I've done it for quite a few people now. So I'm pretty familiar with it and pretty familiar with a systematic approach to this. But it does take me a lot of time still. So that's why I charge so much of it. for it because it does take a lot of time. So anyway, we have the distance energy healing. So if you are struggling, you know, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, if you just need a boost, then the distance energy healing is great for that, to give you kind of a energetic boost to help you propel yourself along the way to, you know, living from your soul. So that's what this is all about. Then we have the career coaching and life coaching. So, you know, if you are one of those people who just kind of floats along in life, that's not good. I was there for many years, and that it's not a good place to be. So you need to find your path and purpose in this life, and I can help you do that. So, you know, if you are one of those people who is just floating along in life, book a career consultation and we will work together to find your path and purpose. It's really not that complicated. Most people have a general idea of what they want to do, but even if you don't, that's okay. We can work on it and we can work together to find your path and purpose in life. Alright, so then we have the Shamanic Ritual Magic courses. So if you are struggling with, you know, finances and things like that, the Shamanic Ritual Magic course, the Fehu Wealth Ritual that I have up right now, is very powerful. It will help you to, basically what it does is it helps you to destroy the unconscious blocks in your unconscious, in your psyche, and so it goes into the nine levels of your unconscious mind, and it destroys all those psychological blocks around having wealth, having health, having happiness, having, you know, prosperity in your life, because most people are blocking themselves. So anyway, this helps you to overcome those challenges. And then we have the Qigong courses. So, you know, I have the Cosmic Qigong right here. That is basically a beginner level course, but it is very powerful. It basically, you know, some of the most powerful Qigong exercises are some of the most simplest. So, you know, just holding your hands like this, you know, that's one of the most powerful things. You know, so there's a lot of technique to it, but it's very simple, very easy to learn, but it's very powerful at the same time. So if you're interested in that, you can check out patreon.com/Gebo the Shaman. I also have my self-transformation course. So if you really want to transform your life, transform yourself, then you can check that out. It's self-transformation course it combines Kundalini with Qigong with meditation. So it is a powerful practice that combines those energies, and those energies like synergize and work together to cause a total complete transformation. So that's worth checking out too. And once again, those practices are extremely simple too. So alright guys, so I guess that does it for me. And if you are new here and you like this video, go ahead and give it a subscribe, because then 90% of you guys are not subscribed. So please subscribe. If you like the channel, if you like the content, then subscribe. Alrighty guys, so that's about it for me, and we will talk to you next time. Peace.